Okay, so into some hard truths now. Okay, the first thing, accountability, right? It's a few things that I said that people can do to, make themselves better accountable to their health. But the fact of the matter is, and the hard truth, is that people are lazy. And they will say, I'm not lazy, I'm busy. I do not have enough time to go to the gym. There's just not enough hours in the day to go to the gym. But those are the same people who will make time to watch 1 or 2 hours of TV. Those are the people who can't make time to do 10 push-ups a day, to go for a walk, to do some body weight squats, to work on their flexibility. But they'll find all kinds of time to watch TV. And those folks are tough ones to reach, and often they're the ones that 10 years down the road, when they run into health issues, or their lower backs are failing, their knees are failing, they'll say, shit, I should have done something 10 years ago. So those ones are tough to help out. And another thing I said to do is that instead of buying a month membership, buy for the full year. But again, people will say, are you crazy? I'm not spending $800 a year on a gym membership. But they will spend 10, 20, 50 times that amount over their lifetime, maybe even more. I mean, I could be being conservative here. In their lifetime on junk food and big screen TVs, and they will plant their asses on their couch and eat that shit food in front of their big screen TV instead of putting it towards their health. We all love big screen TVs. I've got a couple myself, but that is not what's going to keep you upright when you're in your senior years. Or they'll spend $1,000 on a brand new iPhone, but they won't spend the money to go to a gym. And the fact of the matter is, too, is that $800 is a shit ton of money, and gyms are pricing themselves out of existence. Okay, so that's the flip side. It should not be that expensive for people to get healthy. It's the same as a grocery store. I could go to the grocery store and spend $200 on garbage food and fill 3 grocery carts. I can go to Sobeys right now and spend $200 and get a half cart filled of the stuff that I eat. It's extremely expensive to eat healthy, and it's extremely expensive to go to the gym. So, in my opinion, gyms need to cut their prices and get the people in there. New gyms should not be charging $70 a month to work out in a place that is all machines and don't have any other incentives, right? There are no other programs there. And when they do introduce new programs, you have to pay extra. So gyms are pricing themselves out of existence. So it's tough. On one hand, yeah, I agree, people are extremely lazy and will make every excuse in the book not to go to the gym, including making me one of their excuses, saying that they feel self-conscious and intimidated working out around meatheads. I do not consider myself to be a meathead. I consider myself to be an athlete and a weightlifter. I've always felt that way. I get it. There are tons of meatheads in gyms, tons of these gym bros, and I would love to slap them all. Because even when I was starting out, even when I was a teenager, I never wore a tank top at the gym. I hated seeing stuff like that. I hated seeing guys in wife beaters, working out. It's extremely tacky, okay, and nothing's really changed. You still have guys working on tank tops, and now they're wearing toques and all kinds of shit like that, and it still drives me crazy. So I get that. I get the meathead, excuse, but it's got to end somewhere. So don't use me as your excuse, because guys like me are the people you should be looking for. We're the guys in the gyms who have all this knowledge and experience that would have no trouble helping you out if you just came to work out. But the fact of the matter is that you won't. And another thing is that I said, get a personal trainer. So in that first video, I was being, extremely diplomatic. But the fact of the matter is that except for maybe a tiny, tiny percentage of actual good personal trainers who actually look like they have lifted weights for the last 20 years, I am very anti personal trainer. Most of them don't know their arse from their elbow. Most of them look like they need a trainer to train them. So in my opinion, in order to be a good trainer or coach or whatever you want to call it, you need three things. You need experience, knowledge, and know-how. And to me, those three badges you cannot learn in a short course or in a short period of time. Those things are earned. They're earned in the gym with years of training, years of trial and error, years of technique perfection, just years of hard work. So when I see a personal trainer that has 2 to 5 years under their belt and they're charging 40 or 50 bucks an hour, to me that is a money grab, and they're making it extremely difficult for people to get in shape, right? I mean, 40 or 50 bucks an hour, that is a lot of money. And if you're, and a lot of personal trainers will set you up with a program where you're training 5-6 days a week. In order to get one of their programs, you're spending hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. And they do not have the experience to be able to charge something like that. And to me, to be a good trainer, you need at least 10 years of good quality training under your belt. So that is the state of accountability. For some people it is 100% on them, and on other people things are made difficult for them to get the access to get strong and healthy. So the next hard truth is fun. Working out for most people is not fun. I hear it all the time that it's boring, and but the thing with fun workouts is they're difficult, right? Fun is hard, and for a lot of people, they don't want hard either. They want easy. They want to be able to do very little and see huge results. And unfortunately, that is not how it works. You have to work your butt off for years, okay? Gains are slow making. Nobody should go into a program thinking that they're going to get results in a short period of time. It takes years, and the fact of the matter is that people give up too quickly. They don't like being sore, right? That's another reason they hate to be sore, and they're not seeing their results quick enough, so they quit. It's not fun, so they quit. But like I just said, the fun things are hard. Olympic lifting is hard. Medicine ball circuits are hard. And difficult things to do take time to learn, right? The technique, you have to learn the technique for a lot of these things, and it takes time. Working out of machines takes no amount of skill. I mean, anybody within 5 minutes can learn to use any machine. And machines will never get the same results that free weights will give you. There's just not enough effort. The maximal effort is just not there on machines. And again, there's some bodybuilders who maybe watch this video and think I'm totally out to lunch, right? They can get max effort on a leg press and that kind of stuff. But the flip side there is you are limiting your range of motion, right? There's 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 no athletic output there on machines. Your range of motion is limited, and even when you can get full range of motion, people will limit that range under the guise of time under tension and constant tension and that kind of bullshit. And that sort of ties things back in with fitness studios and personal trainers. Your typical basic beginner program is 3 sets of 10 to 15 on all the machines as a circuit. And there's it's just not intense enough. There's just not enough effort. And to me, it's not fun, right? So again, that's why you have people that they spend 5 years in a gym and they look the same as they did when they started on day one. I know this video is getting pretty long now, so the last thing is the importance of goals. Make your goals attainable. Make them short-term goals. Weight loss and muscle building should never be short-term goals. And the fact of the matter is that that's exactly what people set for their goals. They make things unattainable, right? If you keep things simple, if you just start with the basics, just try and build a good strength base, then the rest will just all fall into place. But people will not do that. They want results now. Like they start the gym today, but they wanted results yesterday. It doesn't work like that. It's a slow process. It has to become part of your life. It has to become part of your lifestyle. And when people hear things like, oh, you wait in a couple of years. They look at you like, a couple of years? I want results in a couple of months or in a couple of weeks, right? And it's surprising. You'll have videos on YouTube that will tell people how to get huge arms in 2 weeks or massive quads and with just one exercise in a month. It doesn't work that way. Trust me, I've done this for a long time. It does not work that way. That is just marketing gimmick for you to subscribe to their channel and frankly subscribe to their bullshit. Okay, it's called the grind for a reason. Yeah, there was some hard truths in there, but if you're serious about your health, then you're going to have to prepare for a grind.